what's up, you guys? Let's recap Romans chapter 4. Okay, so in chapter 3, Paul is talking about the faith of Abraham, and I'm going to start with a couple verses just to kick us off. Abraham was, humanly speaking, the founder of our Jewish nation. What did he discover about being made right with God? If his good deeds made him acceptable to God, he would have had something to boast about. But that was not God's way. For the scriptures tell us, Abraham believed God, and God counted him as righteous because of his faith. Okay, so then Paul starts talking about how people go to work and they earn a wage, right? You're getting paid for work you have done. However, he then talks about how faith is not like that. People are counted as righteous not because of their work, but because of their faith in God. Okay, so then as he continues his letter to Rome, Paul starts talking about how these blessings in the word of God are not meant for only the Jews. It's also meant for the Gentiles. So to provide an example for this, Paul states how Abraham was considered righteous before he was circumcised. And he states that this was a sign that God had already accepted Abraham based on his faith, not based on the law. So then Paul continues and he's like, guys, if God's promise was only for those who obey the law, then why is faith even necessary, right? Because then the promise becomes pointless. He's basically saying that if we have a faith like Abraham, then we will receive the gift of God. And then Peter continues to elaborate on Abraham's faith, talking about how he had full faith when he had zero reason to have any faith. His faith was so strong that even though he had yet to become a father, he wholeheartedly believed God when he told him that he would one day be the father of many nations. And he did become that. So in a nutshell, chapter 4 basically is telling us that if we have a faith like Abraham, we too will be considered righteous to God. Don't forget to like and follow for chapter 5.